what's your name and where you're from?
Okay, my name is Beatriz Mendes and I'm from Portugal.
My name is Siloe and I'm from Belgium.
My name is Brenda Nyaboke and I'm from Kenya.
And how do you see the situation of women, especially young women?
Okay, I see that we are split between, I guess there are some women that are actually activists and I can see a big amount of them following this pattern, but there's like a lot huge other part that is following other type of pattern which is not very good, the submission pattern, but in general I feel that humans are united, but I feel like there's still a lot of work to do, especially when it comes to domestic violence, oppressing women. But I think that the awareness concerning those issues is increasing, but still not enough.
I feel like women over here in Netherlands have a lot of opportunities and a lot of people listen to them. But in Kenya, a lot of people are like, what is a woman going to bring to the table that a man is not going to give us? So I feel like the gender over here is a little bit better for women than back in Kenya.
I think there, I think we are lucky, and I can not complain. Also because obviously I have in consideration other women that are fighting for their rights, and I'm able to have the basic right. I feel safe here in the Netherlands to be alone. But already having these questions also means that like this inequality is still present. If it's somewhere in my hand, I'm in my head, and I feel lucky to have that. It also means that there are still inequality granted. But I think at university here, I also don't feel it, and it's not visible directly. And I will say that in my daily life, I don't directly feel a big problem or big struggle. I still think that there are stuff that have to change, and that the mentality and that the cultural setting of our society is really grounded in a patriarchal system, and that even if we don't are always aware of, inequalities are everywhere. Can also be, in the seat belts of your cars that are framed for men, of in the just the money that are put in the study for only men, and that it's missing for women's body and consideration. So I think there are still stuff that have to be done, but I also know that today in my daily life I'm able to enjoy my life as a woman, and without any big problems, and we know any big injustice about my gender. So I think I'm lucky for that.
And also in general, when you look at the media now, there's a lot of wars happening in the world. There's a lot about violence. What kind of effect does it have on you as a young woman to read all these news every day? And also, how do you see women affected by these wars which are happening?
Okay, I guess that women are still big victims of these wars. I mean, I think everyone is suffering from them, but especially women, for example, through rape and through other ways they are maybe more affected than we ever think, because they are victims that are used as a way that oppressors take to actually, how to explain, it's another tool to, for example, raping children, raping women. For me, of course, I think as a normal person, I don't like wars. I think it's very disruptive, but we can still live normally here, and I think sometimes we forget about these things that are happening on the other side of the world, but actually we should be aware of them.
I really don't know about wars, but I really hope everything gets better and everybody gets to be peaceful with each other, because I think the biggest thing that's gonna save everybody, it's love. So we gotta love ourselves more and love everybody in accordance to their religion, their culture, and everybody. Just appreciate people how they are, and that's how we're gonna move as a nation. Yeah.
I think I'm a real sensitive person, So I try to avoid of like having this old news, like this bunch of news, because it's just overwhelming me a lot. And the fact that it's so far from me, I just cannot deal with it, like emotionally speaking. So I'm just trying to protect myself, and because it's so huge and so heavy, like we're just getting war. Like I don't know, and I also feel such such a weakness. I have like don't have any power in this situation, and so I just have this heavy emotional bomb of, and I'm like I cannot deal with it, and I also don't know how to deal with it, and so I'm just trying to avoid news right now.
And then also this month there was the 8th of March, like the International Day of Women or like Women's Struggle. Did you like attend an action or demonstration on this day? And how do you see like the importance of international women's struggle, like women fighting together internationally?
Okay. I believe in the power of struggles and the power of activism, as I told you. I think that we ourselves, each one of us, should be an activist. I think it's our moral duty, besides. In that day, I just came out of the streets. I feel like it's important for us to have a day so we can actually mark it on the calendar so people can actually know it. But I guess it shouldn't be reduced to that. So we have to have a whole year effort, not just one day. But of course, it reminds us there's still a fight being done. I came into a protest. I didn't join directly, but I'm happy to know that they do it. But maybe myself, I would like to be more directly involved with this activist movements.
Yeah, I was part of the protest that here in Maastricht, and I think it's really important to make visible that there are these injustices that are still there, even if we don't see it. And I think on that day, I was also surprised to talk with friends and that they were not seeing the importance of it. And I was, wait, but yes, it's important to make visible that we are struggling. And I feel that also even the rules about abortion that are getting back, and like we have to keep fighting in a way to make this equality real, and to consider all the gender difference that are present. We are different, and I think it's important to realize that and to act by this difference.
And what would be your message to young women, like for the 8th of March, like for the International Day of Women, but also in general?
I would say don't be afraid of fighting for your rights, even though there are some people that try to make you feel that like it's not a worthy fight, or that feminism is not a proper concept, or it's actually not correct. Because I guess feminism is just about women. It's about rights in general. It's about helping the oppressed. So fight for your rights, and never let no one tell you that you're not enough, or that you should be relied to your corner just because you're a woman.
Just be courageous, because all those dreams that you've been dreaming about, there's a high chance they're going to happen. So be more courageous and follow your dreams. Everything is going to be possible for you.